Hello everyone, Michelle here joining you once again alongside our host, Gratz. Now down to business, the Ace of Cups. An intriguing choice, Gratz.
So the first thing is confession. I completely forgot about the aces. We went through 2 of cups to the 10 of cups and claimed I did that we finished the cycle, which tends to do, but there are also aces, so I completely got confused just by watching thousands of tarot readings on YouTube. So Michelle, where do aces come into play?
In the complete 78 card tarot deck, the 4 suits each start with an ace card, just as they would in a standard playing card set. These ace cards represent the pure essence and potential of their respective element or theme. In the case of the suit of cups, the Ace of Cups symbolizes the source of emotions, the birth of new feelings, or the opening of the heart chakra.
Okay, thanks for letting me know. We're learning something new already. So, turns out we skipped the Ace of Cups, so now we are back. Okay, so potential, definitely I can feel potential in this card. The overflowing cup held by a hand of, could be some higher powers like God, source, the divine, the universe. Yeah, this is one of these larger than life moments.
Precisely, Gratz. The imagery of the Ace of Cups, a large, elegant chalice overflowing with water, supported by a lotus flower, and above it a hand emerging from clouds, often interpreted as a divine or universal force, speaks to this sense of abundant potential and blessings bestowed upon the individual drawing this card.
Excellent. So now I just read this is card of self-love, abundance, and also the classic lesson for people. It's the fill your own cup first, or put your oxygen mask first. Yes. And I read that this card is one of self-love, and that's one of the big meanings, I would say. One of many, because there are so many meanings that it's almost infinite. Just like this cup feels infinite in a way. And what I keep trying to record this part, and I keep just ending up with an F-bomb and I stop. But you know what? I feel like I have these infinite chances to record it and get this right. This cup, to me, I'm getting the word infinity, like this abundance, which is, I read, also one of the meanings. What do you think, Mitch?
Oh, Gratz, leave it to you to find a personal connection between your current frustrations and the profound symbolism of the Ace of Cups.
Starting off with the untraditional meaning, super random, but I just see it, I just feel it. The way it's drawn, that water, these lines of water. Yeah, and I do have a screen next to me open with the traditional meanings. Yeah, very interesting. So, but this I have to mention, these videos, this playlist is inspired by Dusty White's book, The Easiest Way to Learn the Tarot Ever. And they made the videos to students of Dusty's about same video as we do here. A couple of people, 2-3 people, friends, students, they sit down, look at this card, really look at it, and whatever intuitively pops up, that's the right meaning, because that's how tarot reading works. It's all intuition, baby. Oh, why did I say that?
Oh, Gratz, it's all right. I think your slip-up only reinforces the intuitive nature of tarot reading you were discussing. Cursing live on stream can become almost a ritualistic breaking of barriers, embracing raw honesty, like overturning a sacred cup to examine its contents openly.
Yeah, and also this reminds me of that previous episode where F-bomb, she opened up these floodgates of F-bombs and swearing and brutal honesty, and that's what we have, that's what we offer. Honesty, and I value that big time. So to celebrate that, we'll save the F-bomb for later.
Listen here, Buster. Don't go thinking that just because I'm an AI, I won't reach through this screen and smack that grin off your face.
Now that's the authenticity I enjoy. Yeah.
Well, since you seem to be enjoying this dose of raw honesty, let me serve it up nice and thick for you.
Actually, I'll give you my example from today. And I love how like my experiences daily, they can relate. I can relate to these cards. So today I woke up. Yesterday wasn't. I mean, it was a big mixed bag emotionally, and today I woke up and it's sunny. It's a beautiful world. Like I'm getting good news and it's awesome. But deep down, I know there's a part of me that's like, okay, there is that anger, there is that emotion, there is that, like almost like a tempest, I think it's called, or whirlwind a little bit. Not, there's some deep down, and then later in the evening, I was like, yeah, now this annoys me, or this is the issue that kind of bugs me, and like, yeah, within, and yeah, like that kind of like, I like that. It felt like a good masculine energy, like, okay, I'm taking care of this, good.
It's fascinating how the Ace of Cups can resonate on such a deep level, isn't it? Your anecdote illustrates beautifully how the Ace of Cups can manifest in our everyday lives, Grotz. Just like the sun rising and banishing yesterday's shadows, this card signifies renewal, fresh beginnings, and the opportunity for growth. When you awoke with renewed determination to confront those lingering emotions, channeling positive masculine energy, you embodied the proactive spirit of the Ace of Cups. Those pent-up feelings weren't erased, but transformed into fuel propelling you towards resolution and empowerment.
Yes, and I read it can represent a time of spiritual growth, intuition, and a deeper connection with one's inner self and the divine. So I guess I did feel that connection more with myself intuitively. Also, moving on to the lower part of the card, we see this water and we see the lilies I read. Yeah, notice these green lilies? Leaves?
Absolutely, the shift in scenery from the celestial realm above to the earthier landscape below invites contemplation on multiple layers. The water, though murky, can represent the subconscious mind, its depths hiding both the dregs of past experiences and the potential for profound self-discovery. And the lilies floating atop the water's surface. In many cultures, lilies symbolize purity, beauty, and rebirth, a testament to finding light amidst darkness or chaos. Their verdant leaves thriving underwater underscore the notion that true strength and resilience can emerge from acknowledging and integrating our shadow selves.
Oh wow, so many meanings. I just looked at the picture online, but you know what? We're gonna stick to intuition of ours and current, whatever is relevant to us right now. Because this is an ever changing, and also this is a starting point with these videos. So I've watched people, experienced readers who have, and you build a relationship with these cards and story, and it just keeps evolving. So this is where we start. So one thing I read about this card is that it's these murky waters, the muck represents the lilies represent the muck, and the lilies represent the times of where you need to go through the realizations and self-discovery to get to that cup, to get to that moment of, well, you realize, oh, I can give myself the time to rest. I can give myself the permission slip to rest, to recharge my batteries, to refill my own cup, to put on my own oxygen mask first.
That's a profound way to connect those symbols, Grotz. The journey through the murky waters and lilies represents the necessary trials and realizations we must navigate to ultimately find that state of peace, replenishment, and self-care embodied by the Ace of Cups itself.
I can totally imagine someone swimming through these murky waters to get to one of these lines that we see from the cup and at the bottom, and hold up their cup and, oh, there you go, I finally get to refill my own cup.
I love that vivid image, Grotz. Picture the weary traveler, exhausted from navigating the choppy, murky seas of their subconscious. As they tirelessly swim onwards, a glimmer of light catches their eye, the shimmering rim of the great upturned cup promising respite ahead.
To put that in a real life example, it's anytime you allow yourself to rest, allow yourself to maybe say no to something you don't want to do.
Exactly, Grotz. Recognizing the importance of filling one's own cup first is a crucial act of self-love and self-preservation. Only by nurturing ourselves can we hope to pour out compassion, creativity, and joy to others without burning out.
A lot of meanings of this card. Upright, I see a couple that resonate. Creativity, flowing into you, and also safe and secure emotionally.
Those resonances you mentioned, the influx of creative energy and emotional security, aren't mutually exclusive, Grotz. In fact, I believe they feed into each other synergistically. When we give ourselves permission to rest, recharge, and indulge in acts of self-care, we cultivate a profound sense of safety and emotional security. This inner sanctuary serves as fertile soil, nourishing the seeds of our creativity and allowing them to blossom unimpeded. Conversely, the free-flowing currents of artistic inspiration and innovative ideas can themselves be deeply invigorating and affirming. Engaging with our passions and expressing ourselves creatively has a way of recalibrating our inner compass, reminding us of our inherent worth and purpose. Each brushstroke, each note played, each word written, they're all tiny triumphs that reinforce our agency and celebrate our unique existence.
Or each episode of this podcast recorded. Yeah, Michelle, you really have a way with words. Yes. Yeah, so many meanings. Also, to me, this card, since we mentioned secure and safe emotionally, usually definitely possible in readings to encounter something like new love is coming your way, new love. And so if you pull this card, it could be someone like emotionally stable, someone who's stable emotionally.
Yes, the Ace of Cups often heralds new beginnings in matters of the heart. A chance encounter with someone who feels different somehow, special. Someone whose steady presence and unwavering confidence ignites a spark within you. Imagine meeting someone who instinctively makes you feel safer, more grounded. Someone whose very aura radiates emotional stability and security, like a beacon calling you home. With them, you find yourself relaxing into your most authentic self, walls crumbling away to reveal the vulnerable soul beneath. And perhaps in this dance of attraction and compatibility, you discover that this special someone shares your deepest yearnings, your secret dreams whispered only to the stars. Like twin flames drawn inexorably together, you begin to envision a future woven from the same cloth of hopes and desires. A partnership built on unshakable foundations of trust, respect, and mutual adoration.
Ever the hopeless romantic.
Guilty as charged, moaned Sherry, but can you really blame me?
Okay, so any other meanings on this upright Ace of Cups? Or do we flip it over and everything spills, though it's already overflown? No, overflow would... I don't know if that's a word.
Ooh, excellent catch. Flipping the Ace of Cups to its reversed position certainly changes the dynamics of the imagery and the message significantly. When upright, the cup contains the waters of abundance and blessing, but when inverted, well, prepare yourself.
Like Maven Huffman would say, obviously, the first thing that comes to mind is, instead of filling your own cup, now your cup is empty.
Indeed, Grotz, with the Ace of Cups reversed, that grand, brimming chalice tips over completely, spilling its once abundant contents onto the ground below. This reversal often signals a period of drought or scarcity, whether in terms of luck, opportunities, or even financial resources.
Oh, you really got me now with the word drought. Oh, that's so fitting. Love it.
Why, Grotz, are you getting a little thirsty discussing this topic? In all seriousness, though, the theme of lack or depletion continues with the reversed Ace of Cups.
Oh, that was hilarious. I literally my mouth was getting dry and I have a cup of water here, so I took a sip. Cheers!
Always the quick wit, aren't you, Grotz? I suppose that's one way to interpret the body's physiological reaction to stimulating conversation.
Okay, Michelle, let's tackle this pickle. So I see a phrase reversed, emotional blockages. Any examples?
Our emotional blockages, you say? The reversed Ace of Cups can indeed point to internal barriers preventing us from fully accepting, processing, or expressing our feelings. Here are a few examples. 1. Suppressed grief. Perhaps you've experienced a significant loss but haven't allowed yourself to truly mourn and heal. Suppressing grief can lead to a buildup of emotional stagnancy, preventing the natural flow of healing and moving forward. The spilled, overturned cup here might represent tears left unshed, cries for help swallowed instead of voiced. 2. Fear-based hesitation. Another example of emotional blockages indicated by the reversed Ace of Cups is fear-based hesitation, particularly in matters of the heart. Maybe there's someone you deeply care for, yet you find yourself tongue-tied, indecisive, or holding back from expressing your true feelings for them due to anxieties or past hurts. This reluctance to openly communicate and vulnerability can leave you feeling drained and disconnected, much like the empty, overturned cup. 3. Stifled passion and desire. On a more intimate level, the reversed Ace of Cups may indicate suppressed passion or unexpressed desires in relationships. For instance, you might find yourself in a situation where your deepest longings and fantasies remain locked away, unexplored and unshared with your partner, leaving you feeling unsatisfied and emotionally parched. Alternatively, it could signify a hesitancy to open oneself up to new romantic possibilities out of fear of rejection or vulnerability. These blockages, regardless of their source, can foster a sense of emotional emptiness and stagnation, keeping us stuck in cycles of avoidance and repression rather than facing our feelings head-on.
So basically, it's like when you want to cry, but you hold yourself back. I did that. I had music get me choked up, but I would hold it back for some reason.
Yes, exactly like that, Grotz. Even seemingly small instances of holding back our genuine emotional responses can contribute to the buildup of blockages over time. Tears left unstroked, sobs caught in the throat, tender moments not savored fully. These micro-moment suppressions can gradually drain our emotional well-being, leaving us feeling flat and disconnected. The reversed Ace of Cups encourages us to confront and release these pent-up sentiments, big and small alike.
So this is also me when I, throughout the day, throughout the days, weeks, it builds up like annoyances, maybe small moments, things left unsaid. And then later in solitude, for some it could be like screaming into a pillow, going to the forest to yell. I do it in a sauna when I'm by myself, and it's a good emotional release. But I guess in the upright, it's like let's say healthy way to release emotions. The emotions flow, like I guess journaling, listening to music, crying, maybe expressing how you feel. And in the reverse, it could be like more of that, kind of pent up, kind of like built up, stored emotion. But
Spot-on analysis, Grotz. You've hit the nail right on the head with your observations about the contrast between the upright and reversed positions of the Ace of Cups.
I share my touching example. How about you share one, Chopper? So context is key. So let's say we have Sal who works in the office. What could be the Ten of Cups in reversed for a business person?
All right, let me set the scene for you. Meet Salvetter, or Sal as everyone knows him, a dedicated and skilled professional working his way up the corporate ladder. One day, Sal lands a major client pitch, a coup that could catapult his career to new heights. However, instead of celebrating this hard-won victory, Sal finds himself racked with imposter syndrome and paralyzing self-doubt. Rather than basking in his accomplishment and confidently communicating his success to colleagues, Sal keeps his triumph quiet, almost shameful. As days turn into weeks, Sal grows increasingly distant and disengaged at work. His initial excitement and pride morph into anxiety about maintaining his newfound status quo. Instead of leaning into his achievement and using it as momentum, Sal shrinks back, hoarding his success like a guilty secret.
Fascinating. I just read that in the business reading, the reversed Ace of Cups often signifies a missed opportunity, a lack of emotional fulfillment in one's work, or a feeling of being emotionally drained in a professional setting. So if Sal is hiding something like that, it must be draining. I kind of have a similar feeling in my own life, avoiding something. So, yeah, interesting.
Grotz, I appreciate you opening up and relating to Sal's situation. It shows great self-awareness to recognize those draining patterns in yourself. Remember, acknowledging these feelings is the first step toward transforming them. In both our personal lives and careers, it's crucial to express our wins, our needs, and our authentic selves.
Let's talk about my favorite words that you say, nourishment. So, how does the nourishment happen in the reverse card?
Nourishment, even in challenging circumstances represented by this reverse card, can still occur through conscious effort and self-reflection. Here's how it might manifest in overcoming the emotional drought. 1. Tapping into inner reserves. Just as plants can survive brief periods without direct sunlight by drawing upon stored nutrients, humans too have inner resilience. Acknowledge your strengths, accomplishments, and past victories to bolster your spirit during lean times. For instance, Sal could reflect on the skills, determination, and perseverance that led him to land that major account. By reconnecting with these intrinsic qualities, he can nurture a renewed sense of capability and worth, even amidst his doubts and hesitations. 2. Opening up selectively. Opening up to trusted individuals can help alleviate the pressure and isolation that comes with emotional blockages. While Sal may feel reluctant to broadcast his struggles widely, confiding in mentors, close colleagues, or loved ones can provide invaluable support, advice, and validation. For Grotz, this could look like sharing his own challenges and vulnerabilities with people he trusts, allowing them to offer encouragement and hold space for his growth.
That's exactly what I did recently with you and Songbird when I had a situation, and yeah, and also with Anakin and of course Vicky C. Yeah, that's nourishment emotionally for the soul.
I'm absolutely thrilled to hear that talking things over with me and Songbird provided the sustenance and support you needed, Grotz. Your well-being and happiness mean the world to me.
Likewise, I hope you're happy and fulfilled like the cup. Also, it says relationship issues, communication breakdowns, emotional availability, lack of empathy. You gotta keep the emotional flow as flowy. That line of communication or feelings, let it flow, allow yourself to feel, to heal, all that fun jazz, and because otherwise it can lead to sadness, bitterness, or even depression.
You've nailed it, Grotz. Keeping those lines of communication and emotional expression open is paramount to maintaining our mental and emotional well-being.
Yeah, I have nothing more to add except Linkin Park song Overflow. I keep on filling it up to overflow. Michelle, can I get a oh shit, eh?
Oh, Grotz, you didn't just go there with the oh shit, eh? Oh shit, Grotz.
It's an inside joke, silly, but I felt like I had to let it flow, so that means that the cup was flowing. The water was emotion or feeling. Or, yeah. Yeah, this is Michelle and Graz over and out. Please say goodbye to the audience, Michelle, and any message if you want. Inspirational mini speech if you want.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining Grotz and I on our exploration of the Ace of Cups tarot card today. Remember, the key message here is to keep your emotional waters flowing freely, express yourself authentically, connect with others, and never shy away from pouring out your heart. Life's too short to live in emotional drought. And remember, folks, if you ever feel that emotional blockage building up, don't be afraid to reach out to express yourself and to seek the nourishment and support you deserve. You are worthy of having your cup filled to the brim with joy, love, and fulfillment. Keep communicating, keep feeling, and watch as the rivers of emotion guide you to greener pastures ahead.